Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I hope you're happy to see me. I am very happy to see you. Today we are celebrating 6 years in the Air Force, or one whole enlistment. Technically my enlistment hasn't ended yet because I extended it, but it's been 6 years. It's about an enlistment, so that's what we're going to go with. So before we get started, I wanted to say that I'm sorry if you guys can hear any extra noises. It's very loud in this neighborhood and my appliances make noise. There's fortunately nothing I can do about that right now, but so I'm sorry if you guys can hear anything extra. But anyway, moving on from that, so I want to talk to you guys about how much I've changed, how much we've gone over, and the big ticket item, of course, as per this video's title, is whether or not I regret joining the Air Force at all. So before we get into the big ticket stuff, let's talk about 2015 Martin. So imagine a guy who looks somewhat similar to me, except he has a really bad haircut, worse haircut than he does now, and he didn't know how to shave very well. That was me, and he also weighed about 60 pounds less. So again, that's me. At that time, I didn't really know what it is I wanted to do with myself. I still knew I had a lot I had to figure out. And of course, I had to, I had a lot to learn still. And I knew I wanted to join the military at some point in my life. I wanted to join the Marines when I was younger, but not really built for that, admittedly, so here I am. And I also figured out that I wanted to do something computer-based in the Air Force, and surprise, I do. It's as much info as you're gonna get out of me for my job. So yeah, so here I am 6 years later. And do I regret joining? Absolutely not. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Do I regret joining the Air Force? No. I know that a lot of military YouTubers, they'll do their enlistment, they'll get out and they say they liked it, they hated it, whichever. I feel like I'm one of the very few who's actually stuck out a lot farther than most. I'm not in a good or a bad way, just most people I've seen don't stay in for much longer than enlistment. There are also definitely some exceptions to that rule, and some of them are genuinely some of my favorite YouTubers. I think my favorite military YouTuber that's hard to pick is either Yusha Thomas or Angry Cops. Those guys are so funny. And if you guys don't know them, definitely check them out. They're hilarious. They don't need me promoting them, but still, they're so funny. You've probably heard of them before you even heard of me. But anyway, moving on from that, I think the Air Force has done a lot of good for me in a variety of different senses. I think the biggest thing was definitely the maturity aspect and the life aspect. So to put yourself in the positions of me, I was a guy who didn't even know how to buy a car I didn't know how the proper way to go about doing all that stuff. Like, I didn't know, obviously I knew you had to make payments on them, whatever, but like, I didn't have any experience in that field. Like, I never done it. So I have had a lot to grow up and learn. And of course, as time has went on, I made staff very fast. I have now responsible for other people's careers too. Like, I have currently, as of this video, I have 2 airmen. I'm actually an element lead, so I have technically 4 airmen, 1 NCO under me that I help oversee. So that's quite a hefty responsibility at this stage in my life. Going from a guy who could barely look after himself to now 5 different people and 2 cats. That's right, I got another cat. It's definitely been a big transition. When it comes to how much I've been able to achieve in a very short amount of time, primarily BTZ, staff, things like that, those things that are right over there, I want to thank you guys for those things. Like, if it wasn't really for you guys, I don't think I would have made BTZ, because admittedly I did use my YouTube channel on my BTZ package, and I think that was a big stride towards me. Now, of course, I don't actually know the decision. I just walked into work and they said, congrats, you're gonna be a senior airman soon. So that's all I know. But I'm going to imagine it helped quite a bit, and of course that helped me push me to make staff early. A lot of this is because of you guys. And I know as YouTube thank yous go, they can tend to get very cliche, very, formulaic, but I genuinely do thank you guys, especially because I know my YouTube upload is just so inconsistent, and I am very sorry for that. One of the things that I've been trying my best to do is find ways to give you content without compromising my beliefs in my security, naming my job and other avenues. So I will continue to ask you guys what it is you guys want to see. I do also, as of this video, have 2 other videos planned. I want to talk to you guys about testing for Tech Sergeant, because I am very much gunning for that this year. And I'm making a video with a buddy of mine who I'm not going to name because I don't know if he wants to be named yet, on Air Force AFIs, Air Force instructions, and things that we think people need to know, such as dress and appearance, leave, all that other stuff that we think people need to know that are in the military, that are currently in the Air Force, and those who are not. So we're gonna be tackling that soon too. So expect a good amount of content from me in the coming weeks. I don't want to say days, coming weeks, because we still have to get those videos. It makes me have a very unique idea for the AFI related video. But yeah, 6 years, that's the more I think about it, the more it kind of blows my mind that had I decided that if I didn't want to be in anymore, I'd just be, well, that's it, I'm done, I'm going home. or I'm doing something, taking a job, I don't know. You know, it would have been very different had I decided that, that was it, you know, taking my ball and I'm going home. Now, of course, obviously I didn't do that. Uncle Sam has me in his ranks till 2025. For good or for bad, I will let you and my coworkers be the judge of that. But, you know, I'm still here. So I think it's pretty clear the fact that I'm still wearing the cloth of freedom, that I don't regret it, had I, or else I wouldn't have stayed. Now, granted, people do stay in for a variety of reasons. Some of them don't always have to be because they love it. But, you know, that's not the reason for me. I am still here. I took an opportunity that was given to me to come to Hawaii to really flush out my technical experience to a much larger margin than an experience that I had prior. And I'm going to keep doing that. And I want to use that experience for my future job prospects, and even when I go to college to pursue my degree. And again, I am also going to continue making YouTube content for you guys as long as you guys enjoy it and you want me to stick around. You know, again, I am very thankful for you guys that whenever I do decide to upload a video, you are here, you're supportive, you always come back, and I really do appreciate you guys. And honestly, it blows my mind that every single military installation I have ever worked on, I've ever stepped foot on, someone somewhere has recognized me from my content. It has never failed, and I never know how to respond to it. It's sometimes not embarrassing, but I'm like, man, I just think of myself as a regular old guy, or in this case, a regular red NCO. I'm no more different or special than anyone else. I'm just a guy who turned a camera on as an airman basic and just made dumb videos that caught on. You know, the idea that this would be a thing never really came from anywhere. It was just a joke. The first video wasn't a joke like we didn't care. It was just a joke that, you know, we did it for fun. And it caught on, it got views, and I stuck with it. And I know I haven't done my due diligence in maintaining it. And again, I am very sorry for that. I want to maintain it. The more I can do for you guys, the better. So if you have things that you want to see, please let me know. But yeah, it was just a joke, and you know, here we are 6 years later, you know, and soon to be in January I'll be graduating basic again, back all the way in 2015. So yeah, guys, it's been 6 years, and I'm really grateful for the opportunities I've gotten, all the things that I've learned, and primarily all the people that I've met. A lot of my friends that I know still do watch my content. You know who you are, I see you. I do appreciate you guys very much. They have made the experience so much more unforgettable than the work ever has. It's definitely the people that have kept me around and the friends that I've made. I love everyone I've ever had the chance to work with. I love everyone that has supported me through any manner of things that I've vented to them about, or my frustrations, or that I've worked with. You know, you guys really do make my career special. You know, it was never about making rank. It was never about valor and decking out my ribbon rack. It was never about any of those things. All I wanted to do was just somehow make friends and pursue my personal goals. And I'm really glad to say that I've been doing that for a long time, and I'm getting better with taking care of my personal self and my well-being. And hopefully that means that come in the future, I can make more content for you guys. Now, I will preface right now that unfortunately content might hit a hold right now. That's because I will be switching apartments soon, but I do plan on making as much content as I can prior to that for you guys before I'm hit to a grinding halt for that. But hopefully that move won't take too long. I'm not PCSing, I'm just going like 25 minutes down the road. So it won't be too bad, I hope. But I hope you guys still stick around. And here's to 6 years. I'll be here till 2025. So we'll see what happens, and if Uncle Sam will have me for a full 20, or if after that I decide to call it quits. I've said that I want to call quits before, and I'm still here. So I guess we'll have to see when I get there. But thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, and I want to give a personal shout out to my Twitch up here and my Discord. If you're not aware of it, I do stream and I have a Discord server. Those are really good ways to get in contact with me. Also, at the beginning of the video, you saw all my lower third animations for my social medias. Also, great places to reach out to me if you have questions. Discord's probably the best way because we have other members of the military, and they're primarily the Air Force. We have other NCOs, senior NCOs, no officers, but we still have we have a wealth of knowledge in that Discord server for people who can help you out at all tiers. So if you have questions, you can meet me there too. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.